Hello, I'm Stephanie Belmas, the Director and Associate Dean with the Center for International Education. Congratulations on your admission to Madison College. On behalf of our team, we're excited to meet you and help you begin your studies. After admission to the college, the next step is to apply for the F-1 student visa that will allow you to study in the United States. We hope this video will help you prepare for that process.
The F-1 student visa is granted by your local U.S. embassy or consulate. If you're planning to transfer your international student record from another school, or if you plan to attend using a different visa type, please contact the Center for International Education staff to ensure you follow the appropriate process and guidelines. One step in obtaining an F-1 visa includes an interview at a U.S. embassy or consulate. While each interview is different, here are some general tips to help you prepare. During the interview, the consulate officer will be evaluating you on three main areas. 1. You are a genuine student capable of completing the academic program for which you have been admitted. 2. You have the financial background to pay for your study and living expenses in the US without requiring work or government assistance. And 3. You have strong ties or reasons to return to your home country after completing your studies, referred to as non-immigrant intent. Make sure to arrive at your local U.S. embassy or consulate with enough time before your interview so you can find the correct location and be prepared. Most interviews take only 1 to 3 minutes. Be aware that every consulate location and officer can conduct the interview process slightly differently, so it is common that a family member or a friend may have a different experience from you. The interview will generally be conducted in English. Ensure you have all the necessary documents for your visa interview as outlined during the online scheduling process or on the email confirmation of your appointment. If you have any doubts about the necessary documents for your visa interview, please reach out to your local U.S. embassy or consulate about the requirements. The most common required items are passport valid 6 months after your intended completion of your studies, DS-160 confirmation page, I-901 service fee payment receipt, original I-20, academic documents such as transcripts and test scores, and financial documentation. If you forget to bring one or more of the required items to the visa interview, you may be denied a visa and be required to reapply. To determine your eligibility, the consulate officer will ask you a series of questions. Your answers should be personal to you and your experience, and always remember to be truthful in your response. Why do you want to study in the USA? You should share something personal here about your motivation, but also talk about why getting a degree from the US will better prepare you for a successful future than studying in your home country. Why did you choose Madison College? In addition to answering the question based on your experience, share why you have chosen Madison College instead of other colleges and universities. Examples include studying under particular faculty members at Madison College, learning on certain equipment that Madison College has, affordable but high-quality education, Madison College's transfer opportunities, and location. Why did you choose your field of study? Get personal here. Who inspired you to study your chosen field? What interests you about your program? Why or how will you be successful? What are your career possibilities? What is your plan of study? Share your academic plan. Is it to complete an associate's degree and then work back in your home country? Is it to attend a transfer program? If so, which school will you go after completing Madison College and how long will it take you to graduate? Try to be brief and maintain a positive attitude in your answers. What are you planning to do after school? This question is often used to gauge your tie to your home country, so this is where you should be able to explain how your plans to come to the US are temporary. Think about what it is that is calling you back to your home country after you have finished studying. Is it family connections or responsibilities? If so, explain them. Is it to get a better job opportunity? If so, list particular jobs or companies you feel your US education will help you to become qualified for, and so on. Are you a more competitive job candidate with a degree from the US? If so, include that. Applicants from countries suffering economic problems or countries where many students have remained in the United States sometimes have more difficulty getting visas. They might be more likely to be asked about job opportunities at home. Because your main purpose of coming to the United States under an F-1 visa should be to study, you must be able to clearly explain your plan to return home at the end of your program. How much will it cost, and how will you afford paying for your studies, and where is the money coming from? The more detailed you can be here, the better. The consular officer wants to know where the money is coming from and that it will be available to you throughout your education in the US. Talk about what your sponsor does to make money, how much money per year, and so on. You should also have a clear understanding of the cost of your studies, both tuition and living expenses. Sometimes consular officers will ask questions that might make you nervous or fear making a mistake. They might ask you to point to the area where the school is located on a map of the US, and ask you if you plan to work in the US, or even ask you if you have family in the US and where they are located. Just remember to stay calm, breathe, and speak clearly. Tips and special considerations. You may be asked to indicate or explain various considerations. For example, you may be asked to indicate the social media platforms you have used during the last 5 years preceding your visa application. You may be asked to explain past visits to the United States or prior visa statuses held by you or your family members. You may be asked to provide documentation of any arrests or convictions within the US or abroad. In any of these situations, always remember to stay calm and tell the truth. Be personable and look the consular officer in the eye during your conversation. This shows respect and confidence. Tell the truth and speak for yourself. Dress nice, but also like a student. Because you are interviewing for a student visa, you should be presentable and dress nice, so you're comfortable and confident. You may find it helpful to practice some of your answers in front of a mirror as you prepare for the interview. You should be conversational in your responses, not overly rehearsed or memorized. You don't want to sound like you've memorized the college brochure. Keep your responses clear, concise, and relatively short. Speak slowly and clearly. Remember to breathe and take a moment as you prepare to answer each question. If you stumble on your words, that's okay. Just start again. The entire team at Madison College is excited to meet you and welcome you to campus. Best of luck on your visa interview and safe travels!